Hyvä. Okay, so welcome to the OPC Day Finland 2025. I'm happy to host the event once again, and it's good to see all these people here at the Amazon Web Services. Thank you for hosting us. The event is organized by the Finnish Society of Automation, and we have this OPC Committee that is doing it. I have a lot of good colleagues that help me bringing up the program. I'm very happy to run the chair of the committee. This setup has been quite the same now for several years. And behind us we have Marko Vuorio running the Finnish Society of Automation, and then we have Anu Randen-Siipainen, who is the event coordinator here taking photos, and also Julia Siipainen, who is assisting us. Very important people to make this really happen. We have a long history, so actually the history started already 2002 when we started with OPC roadshows at the Helsinki University of Technology. But the OPC Day Finland was established as an institution 20 years ago, 2005. And since then we've been persistently arranging the event. Also for the first 10 years we were not always sure if we need another event, but now for the next 10 years we only had to find a new place and a new agenda to make this happen. So it seems people are still interested, which is really good to see. And Stefan adopted the idea to the OPC Foundation also over 10 years ago. And there have been events going first in Europe, then all around the world, and lately the international virtual event, which is gathering is it over 1,000 people registering for the event these days. All these presentations are nowadays recorded, so they will be available from the YouTube channel, and you also find the old presentations from previous years from the YouTube channel of Finnish Society of Automation, and also the OPC Foundation is providing a lot of material. If this is not enough for you this one day, then you need to go to the internet. NFEA has been arranging similar event in Norway, and the latest event was yesterday. And also in France, they've been hosting OPC days, so this kind of tradition has been going on quite a while and strong. This year again the program is fully packed. In the morning we have keynotes from Amazon Web Services, Steve Blackwell starts, and then Stefan Hoppe from OPC Foundation continues from that. After the break we hear about the digital product passport and related activities from Eric Barnstedt and Aros Mech. And after the lunch we still have invited speeches from Thomas Makait, Peter Lutz first of all, and then a joint presentation from Finnish companies Wärtsilä Konecranes by Ronald Beharano and Timo Lundstedt about their ongoing project. After the coffee break in the afternoon, we get more presentations, and these are provided by the sponsors. AWS is a sponsor of the event also, so we get more hands-on presentation from Hubert Assamer, and then from Steris, Juha Mattila, Vapais, Piiri-Pekka Salo and Aurelian Pop. And then one more break before the last interesting presentations. Mika Karala from Valmet talking about his AI experiments. Michal Knosala from Beckhoff and finally Pyry Grönholm from Process OPC finishing the day before we have the final Q&A. So again, full day. We often get feedback after the events that less would be more, but what can you do? It's very hard to leave anything out, and we always have to choose anyways what do we want to present here every year. Still, for people who are not so familiar with OPC UA and the latest achievements, I'm giving this presentation where you get the basics. So OPC UA is a protocol that is based on a client-server communication model, and it all started from standardizing communication between PLCs and SCADA applications, but there are also other applications related mainly to the OT, operations technology communication. So there can be distributed control systems and historians, and OPC UA basically enables communication with all of these applications vendor independent. You don't need to know who is the manufacturer of these systems. You should be always able to connect data and information between the different systems with OPC UA. And then when we go from the OT to the IT network, the manufacturing execution systems can also communicate to the low-level systems with OPC UA, and these are the main accomplishments that OPC UA is enabling. But it's not enough, and for quite a while we've had new initiatives introducing so-called PubSub communication alternative. So instead of having a client and a server component, we have a publisher and subscriber component, and there are two approaches related to this. The first approach is go to the field level, and this has been extended to the field exchange communication model, and Peter Lutz will be talking more about the current status of that. And there the idea is that OPC UA will also be a field level communication protocol, not replacing the existing protocols, but providing new alternatives and more advanced options for that. At the same time, we're also looking at cloud services, and therefore we have Microsoft, we have Amazon Web Services, we have Google on board of OPC Foundation, for example, and they try to define how you standardize communication from the field to the cloud. And this is based on several technologies, but the main technology is the PubSub over MQTT. And often for this you need kind of an edge gateway that helps you to take the data from often already from the IT network to the cloud. And this has been or is being currently extended toward Cloud Exchange, OPC UA CX. And Eric can maybe shed some light on this topic as well.
Maybe.
You already did that last year, so I also recommend people going to look at your presentations from last year where you were concentrating even more on this part. Then there's this concept called unified namespace that the world is excited about and talking about.
It's really only one person, let's be clear.
There's really one person that is advocating that, but there is a lot of people following that, and I think there is a reason, because it all sounds great and nice because it's a simple, easy idea. But it's just an idea. But if we look at it, there are different ways to implement unified namespace. And the idea is, of course, to gather everything from the factory, from the OT and IT systems in one place where it all would be available. And often people think that it's an MQTT broker, so that you connect all your systems to an MQTT broker, and that's unified namespace. And the OPC UA pops up over MQTT, could be used to standardize the payload of these messages that are going in there. But I would also like to advocate that that OPC UA can be unified namespace on its own. If you put everything in one big OPC UA server, so-called aggregation server, that can be a unified namespace on its own, because nobody actually defines how do you implement unified namespace. It's just an idea that you put everything in one place. It could be a database, it could be an MQTT broker, or it can be an OPC UA server. So therefore, I want to mention it here as well, and Pyry Grönholm will be touching this topic on his last presentation, where he gives more concrete ideas maybe related to that. But this is the landscape, and it's already complicated because we know there are a lot of different applications, different systems that need to be integrated somehow, and that's what OPC UA tries to do, to help to integrate everything somehow together. And it can be distributed or it can be centralized, but that's what we try to figure out every day. That was the best architecture to put all of this together. Okay, so thanks for my time. I managed to spend more time than I should, so I get the schedule spoiled right from the start, but that's the tradition. But remember remember we have long breaks today, so take your time, enjoy coffee and the lunch, and have good talks with each other, and let's have a great day.
All right, thank you.